And sorry, the recording stopped. I didn't realize it did. But anyhow, the enemy is always trying to threaten you and trying to, just to bestow fear, as I said, you know, and in a dream state, they come in a dream because they manipulate dreams and intercept dreams and stuff. But that's not reality. It's not really true. You know what I'm saying? If we go to war in real life, when God unleash, our divinity, our divine power to us, 144,000, we're gonna come in, with our army. You know what I'm saying? Let's go try to bestow fear then. You know what I'm saying? You'll be destroyed. You'll be eliminated from the fate of the universe. You know what I'm saying? You'll be a dot that would used to be a country here in this spot, and now it's a dot. So your fear-based program doesn't work, because okay, if I'm fearful of you, would I go to the same house that I've been attacked in every night? Every night I go to the same house that I've been attacked in. If I was afraid of you, would I sleep in the same place? Why I'm not sleeping like when I first got targeted, 11 years, going to 12 years ago. And I used to sleep in my car. I had a place, but then I slept in my car, because I was afraid, and because things are moving and things are happening in the house and stuff. Yeah, back then, that's because I didn't know what I was dealing with. I thought the house was haunted, but then now I know it's like real shit. Anyhow, your demons, your demonic entities, your spirits, or your jinn, whatever, they don't scare me. You know what I'm saying? And I used to see demons since I was young, 6 or 7 years old. So I have grown to have, these supernatural things happen to me. You know what I'm saying? But then when I was being attacked, because I was hospitalized back then, they fractured my ribs. They used a weapon and they fractured my ribs, and yeah, and I did not know that back then they were trying to see, because 144,000 have extra ribs, especially right there in the middle, just above your heart. And they wanted to, because I had, they attack you there with a weapon so you can go to the hospital. I went to the hospital, the doctor told me there's a fracture right there. Anyhow, my next door neighbor did this, but it was intentional, so they could take an x-ray to find out what type of 144,000 I am, because they do it in a very deceptive way to get you to give up this, to do this, intentionally. And then I just said, what, I realized that because they messed up with my teeth. I lost teeth, and stuff like that, because they use our teeth for healing. They grind it up and they sell it, and they even made movies about it. You know what I'm saying? And if you watch the death of a unicorn, they just told you what they use these teeth for healing, and they even sold it. This guy, wealthy guy, he sold it in a black market because the doctor says to her, "Can we reproduce a tooth from the dragon?" And stuff like that. He goes, "No, it cannot be reproduced. It can only be used once. Once you run out, you run out. Thank God." You know what I'm saying? I would have lost all my teeth. You know what I'm saying? I would have been like, I would have need dentures. But anyhow, just watch the Death of the Unicorn. They tell you what they do. They take our DNA and sell it. Even God told me before, I help one my enemies heal. God told me that. You know, He told me I help my enemy heal. You know what I'm saying? It's not intentional. You know that. I would not do it. You know what I'm saying? If their life depend on it. If they told me that person, he have a second to live, if you were to give this person part of your DNA so they can heal whatever, the answer would be definitely a no, especially to these people. You know, this is how I feel about them. You know, because they're wicked and they have no respect for others. You know, so you're not gonna give them the same respect because they have not given me one. You know, and anyhow, sorry, I'm a little random, but very interesting how things are happening, manifesting and stuff. I I doubt it. You know, my gut feeling telling me that even people on top, they don't know what's going to happen. They are just going every day. You know, a day as they come. They don't know what's going on to happen tomorrow, and they are, I'm pretty sure, biting their teeth. You know, and they don't know what tomorrow is gonna bring. But their main focus is us to keep us in, you know. And I'm just kind of, instead of coming to me in a dream state trying to intimidate me, why don't you go and do something to China? Yeah, because you're nothing, a little bitch. You know, you're gonna get your hand handed to you because China owns you. You know that, right? So do not play that you are, you know, the rooster in a hen house. You are just a bunch of hens, and China is your rooster.